Welcome to Movie Reviews YT. Today we're diving into the wild and terrifying world of Rippy 2024. Get ready to unpack a monstrous kangaroo, a haunted sheriff, and a small town fighting for survival. At the beginning of the film, we see a town in Australia where, inside a tent in the jungle, two people have been brutally killed. It appears as if an animal has attacked them. After this, we see a man named Smriti and his dog, Ralph. Smriti had set a trap in the jungle during the night and was checking it. When he checks, he finds an animal caught in the trap. Upon seeing the animal, Ralph begins barking. When Smriti approaches it, he gets scared because it is a huge kangaroo with green eyes and blood on its face. The kangaroo looks extremely frightening, and Smriti becomes scared. He shoots at it and runs away, but the kangaroo is unharmed. Next, we are introduced to Maddie, who is the sheriff of the town. Her father had also been the sheriff of the town and had helped everyone in the town. Because of this, everyone in the town regarded her as a hero. However, one day, while trying to save her daughter from drowning, she lost her life. Maddie still regrets that incident, and to cope with her grief, she helps the people of the town whenever she can. One morning, while Maddie is helping people on the road, Smriti, trembling with fear, approaches her and begins telling her about the terrifying kangaroo, which he has named Rippy. Listening to him, Maddie thinks he is joking, especially because she can smell alcohol on his breath. As she tells him to go home, a fight breaks out at the nearby cafe. Maddie intervenes and calms the situation, asking the two men to go home together. The cafe owner, Donna, who is Smriti's ex-wife and Maddie's friend, is also involved. After calming down the two men, Maddie resumes her work. That night, as the two men who had fought earlier are heading home, they see Rippy's green eyes in the darkness. They get scared, but suddenly Rippy grabs both men and starts tearing them apart and eating them. The scene cuts here. The next morning, a man named Deep and Donna call Maddie to show her the two men's dead bodies. After seeing the bodies, Maddie starts wondering who could have done this. Just then, Smriti arrives again and tells her about Rippy. He even shows her the large footprints of the creature. However, Maddie still doesn't believe him. During the autopsy, Maddie learns from the doctor that both men were killed and eaten by some animal, but there is no animal like that in the town. She doesn't know who did this, and despite the doctor's claims, Maddie remains skeptical. After further investigation, a man named Maddie starts questioning a man, Robin, because he had been accused of killing people before. However, Robin refuses to allow her to kill him. After a while, Maddie goes to her friend Donna's cafe, where a lady asks her about the killer of the two men. Maddie reassures her that there is no longer any problem because they have caught the killer and locked him in jail, so it is now safe to go into the jungle. Hearing this, the lady's son, Troy, goes running in the jungle the next morning. There he encounters Rippy, who begins chasing him. Troy starts running through the jungle to escape. Meanwhile, Troy's mom grows tired of waiting for him to come back for breakfast and calls Maddie, asking her to search for Troy. She also decides to go into the jungle to search for him. When Maddie enters the jungle, she finds Troy's lifeless body in his mother's arms. Troy's mom blames Maddie for her son's death because Maddie had said that there was no killer left in the jungle, even though the killer was still free. Maddie starts blaming herself for Troy's death. She goes to Donna's place and cries. That night she visits Smriti because she had noticed large animal footprints near Troy's body, and Smriti had been warning about a creature from the start, but no one believed him. Maddie starts asking Smriti more about the creature. Smriti tells her a story about a beast that he and his father had encountered while working in the military. No one believed them at first, but one day they saw the beast for themselves, and that's when they realized that anything is possible in this world. Listening to Smriti, Maddie decides to search for the creature in the jungle the next day. They are joined by more people from the town, and together they begin searching for the creature in the jungle. As they search, Maddie stumbles upon the same tent house where the two dead bodies were found at the beginning of the film. Seeing the bodies again, Maddie is horrified, and she starts believing that the killer is far more dangerous than they had imagined. After searching a little more, they find a dead crow, which makes them realize that the creature that killed the crow must be incredibly powerful. Just as they're processing this, Dave tells everyone to turn off their torches because he senses someone nearby. Suddenly, Rippy attacks the townspeople, killing them mercilessly. Rippy continues to kill everyone in sight. Dave, managing to escape in his car, drives away, but he loses control of the vehicle and it crashes, killing him instantly. Maddie and Smriti watch this, horrified and crying. Meanwhile, Maddie reflects on the deaths of everyone and her father's. Maddie starts blaming herself for her father's death, but then Smriti reveals the truth to her. He tells her that her father didn't die trying to save her, but rather because he was drunk. They had spread the story in town that her father died while trying to save her. Hearing this, Maddie is shocked. Just then, Rippy attacks them again, and they start shooting at him, but Rippy remains unharmed. They manage to escape and get into a car, but soon the car loses control, and they crash, damaging the car. Seeing this, Maddie, Smriti, and Donna decide to walk towards the town on foot. While walking, they end up at Smriti's house, where they plan to inform the townspeople about the threat so they can prepare and avoid Rippy. However, the electricity at Smriti's house is down because the generator had been turned off. Maddie decides to go outside, secretly, to turn on the generator. When she steps outside, she finds Smriti's dog, Ralph. Initially scared, Maddie gathers her courage and turns on the generator before heading back to the house. Meanwhile, Donna tries calling the town to inform them, but she's unable to get through. Seeing this, they decide to continue walking toward the town to warn the people there about Rippy. After walking some distance, Rippy appears and begins attacking them. They manage to dodge him and run away, eventually reaching the town where they tell everyone about Rippy. As they explain the situation, Rippy follows their scent and begins making his way toward the town. The people in the town are terrified when they see Rippy, and Maddie urges them to band together and fight him, but they lack the courage. So Maddie locks all the townspeople in a room to keep them safe. Just then, an inspector arrives in his car. He doesn't know about Rippy, and Maddie and Donna warn him to go back to his car. But before he can do so, Rippy tears his body into two. This sight horrifies everyone, but they gather their courage and prepare to fight Rippy. Rippy breaks down the door and starts searching for them by sniffing their scent. Smriti, realizing what's happening, distracts Rippy to draw him away from the others. Seeing this, Maddie shoots Rippy repeatedly, but nothing happens to him. At this point, Donna gives her a hatchet, and Maddie uses it to decapitate Rippy, severing his head from his body, which kills Rippy. With his death, Maddie, Smriti, and Donna feel a sense of relief. The scene shifts to the hospital, where the two dead bodies Rippy had killed earlier are being examined. When the doctor comes back to check on the bodies, they suddenly rise like zombies and kill the doctor. This reveals that anyone Rippy kills becomes a zombie. This may hint at the story of zombies for the second part of the movie. In the outro, it is explained how Rippy came to be. It turns out that during a fight between two kangaroos, one of them was severely injured. This kangaroo went to a lake to drink some water, and after drinking from it, it underwent a transformation and became the terrifying creature known as Rippy. Its injuries also healed, suggesting that the lake might have contained a virus that mutated a normal kangaroo into such a dangerous animal. The movie ends with this explanation. As the chaos in the town finally subsides, the survivors, Maddie, Smriti, and Donna, take a moment to breathe. The nightmare they endured seems to have ended, but the truth about Rippy lingers in the air. As they look over the destruction, Maddie can't shake the feeling that the battle isn't over. The town may be safe for now, but there's still a mystery to uncover, and dark forces may be lurking, waiting for the right moment to strike again. The camera slowly pans out, showing the once peaceful town now scarred by the terror. The moonlight casts eerie shadows on the ground, hinting that the horrors of Rippy's existence may not have been fully extinguished. Could there be more like him? What other secrets does the cursed lake hold? Suddenly in the distance, a faint sound echoes through the air, a distant, eerie howl. The wind picks up, carrying with it the whispers of the past. The story of Rippy may have ended, but something tells us that this nightmare is far from over. If you enjoyed this intense ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thrilling content. Stay tuned for the next chapter of horror.